This is my first time. Let's crack it open. Oh, shit!
That was a squirt.
God damn it! Damn it! All over my Kyle Fletcher jersey, too!
Folks, our boy Nova, the chome, is in a bit of a bind today. After swearing that if anyone came for his girl, there would be hell to pay.
They can dox me all they want. I don't give a flying fuck. But the second they mess with my girl, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Someone actually came for his girl, and Nova's been totally silent. Yes, the mysterious Australian furry, known only as Raven, has been doxxed by Kiwi Farms user Peanut Allergy. I won't be sharing her full name here, but her first name is Ruby. I think Nova called her that a few times. There is a rumor that she is married, as she and her parents have different surnames, but it's unconfirmed, so don't go treating that like it's gospel. Peanut Allergy confronted her in her DMs while Nova was live, and even when faced with her own docs, she continued to maintain Nova's innocence. Perhaps she's not a buddy troll after all. Wouldn't that be crazy? But if Raven isn't a buddy troll, that leaves open the question. What sort of dent could look at all the evidence against Nova and come to the conclusion that he's innocent? Certainly not you, my lovely viewers. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I must confess I expected her to be a lot uglier, but she's pretty average looking. Nova, on the other hand, is truly an undesirable mate, and likely infertile as well, not to mention his wretched personality, incredibly unmanly behavior, and the mountains upon mountains of credit card debt. So, if she's not a buddy troll, and she can definitely do better, what does she see in him? Raven, if you're watching this, let me know what you see in the chome. I'm genuinely curious. Do you think you can fix him? You can't fix him. After the extensive doxing of his family, which revealed that his biological father is a two-time chomo himself, and his cousin is also convicted, and his great-uncle is also convicted, and even Uncle Drew has a rape charge on record. Nova had stopped logging into his Kiwi Farms account, perhaps having finally had it pointed out to him that continuing to log in multiple times a day to a site he claims to want deplatformed comes off as rather hypocritical. He was, however, continuing to post angrily about the site on his Twitter, having a multi-tweet crash out over the course of about 2 days, and was still uploading vague posts on his vent account on TikTok. Now he's gone almost completely silent, seemingly across all of his accounts. What do you guys think Nova's up to? Is he contacting the cyber police to backtrace Peanut Allergy's IP? Is he crying and pissing his diapers? Is he suicide baiting Raven, even though it's her who should be freaking out? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to hype the video, whatever the hell that means. But Gabe hasn't been completely silent. He's taken the time to change his Instagram URL for some reason, without updating his solo, and he uploaded an ad for his paracords to Instagram, and only to Instagram and not to TikTok for some reason.
Hey everyone, I know I'm slacking on adding new stuff to the NovaCore shop, but I promise you that the Radiant Green, the Moonlight Blue, and Dark Side of the Rainbow collections will be on the shop this next coming week. I can absolutely guarantee that. It's just a hassle getting new stuff set up on the shop. But, yeah, be on the lookout for those. It is going to be absolutely exciting, and yeah, I'm definitely working on adding some other additions as well, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, back to working on NovaCore, Novine Universe, signing off.
Remember, folks, he makes these paracords in his house, and his house is filled with animal feces, flies, maggots, mold, and God knows what else. So, you don't want to buy one. In addition, and I think this was before Raven's Docs came out, he uploaded a Sad Boy Eats to his main TikTok. He says it's an old draft, and you can tell because he's a lot thinner in this one.
Welcome back to kind of Sad Boy Eats, where this is kind of a combination of Sad Boy Eats and basically my friend/colleague's favorite meals. So today we are trying a YouTuber's favorite Panda Express order. I also do want to point out that this YouTuber did betray me. I'm going to be totally honest, this is not their exact order. They normally order a bowl, but I got a plate because I also wanted super greens and Beijing beef. But what they normally get is chow mein and orange chicken. But I got Beijing beef and super greens. So this is kind of a combination of both our normal orders. Let's first start off with the most underrated item on Panda Express's menu, the super greens. They're cooked in garlic oil, so they're a lot more flavorful than just plain vegetables. Alright, now let's go ahead and try the Beijing beef, which is not my first choice. I normally get the broccoli beef, but okay. That's pretty good too. Lightly battered. Today it's a bit heavy on the spice. Okay, and now the chow mein. Let's try the YouTuber's favorite order. Noodles are nice and chewy. It's quite flavorful. Alright, and now let's try the orange chicken. That can cheer a sad boy up. If Panda ever made a grilled version of this, it's game over. So this YouTuber's favorite order was absolutely delightful. And it's something I would get again. However, I would probably go half chow mein, half super greens, instead of just chow mein. But it is still a decent order. I'm not going to reveal the name of this YouTuber, but he has a really good order. And I'm giving this order a 8 out of 10, because it has some of my favorite items. Nova Universe, signing off.
Who do you guys think he's talking about? My guess is Osai. Osai trolled Nova for a solid month and managed to talk Nova into coming back 2 or 3 times by claiming to be blackmailed by Bloodspeth. Finally, this little tidbit isn't new, but I wanted to address it here. As I've already covered, Nova is trying to revive the long-dead Drop Kiwi Farms campaign, originally spearheaded by bathtub hormone enjoyer Keffels. Someone must have told him that Kiwi Farms was dropped by Cloudflare about 4 years ago, because he had this to say on a stream a few days ago.
Yeah, we need to find out which DDoS service Kiwi Farms is using now, and we gotta let them know how bad their site is.
Of course, if he'd done even the tiniest bit of research himself, he would have discovered that Kiwi Farms is now protected by Tartarus, which is owned by Josh Moon, the owner of Kiwi Farms. We can conclude from this that Nova is not very serious at all about taking down the farms. He's probably just doing it for attention, like everything else in his life. And hey, if you guys have watched till the end, thank you. Leave a like and a comment to get this video boosted in the algorithm. Hype the video and don't forget to subscribe for more content coming down the pipe.